This week's episode of 48 Hours looks into the mysterious death of 27-year-old Melissa Lamish. On Thanksgiving Eve in 2020, the devoted EMT and expectant mother was found dead on her kitchen floor after her home was engulfed in flames. At first, investigators could not tell if the fire killed her or if it was set to hide a murder. The investigation would soon uncover secrets. Here's an early look at 48 Hours contributor Nikki Battiste's report.
On November 25th, 2020, it was the day before Thanksgiving, I received a phone call shortly after 4 o'clock from the Mount Morris police chief. And he asked me kind of frantically, is anybody at my house? And I said, my daughter is. And so there's a fire and it's bad.
Gus Lamish would learn his daughter Melissa was found on the kitchen floor by the stove. Melissa, a 27-year-old EMT, was pregnant and just 2 days away from her due date.
Did you have any thoughts on whether this was an intentional fire or an accidental fire initially, instinctively?
Instinctively, we couldn't tell if it was intentional or accidental.
Brian Ketter was the lead investigator for the Ogle County Sheriff's Office.
We didn't know what happened to her.
Investigators learned Melissa had a visitor at her home the day of the fire, Matthew Plody, the expectant father who was a firefighter. Melissa and Matthew had a casual relationship, which cooled off when Melissa became pregnant.
He did not want the baby.
Heather Cruz, assistant state's attorney, says Plody did not want to be a father and kept the baby a secret.
He did not care about Melissa or her baby, his baby.
Plody, though, told investigators he had recently been talking to Melissa about being involved in the baby's life, and that was why he was at the house that day, and that Melissa was alive when he left.
She talked about cooking some food or something, but I didn't stay around.
I believe from the very beginning he was trying to set up a story that there was an accidental house fire, that she had been cooking something, which would explain why her body was found in the kitchen.
The state suspected Matthew Plody was responsible for the fire and for killing Melissa. It was a thought that stunned Rob Schultz, the fire chief where Matthew Plody worked.
It doesn't chime with what a firefighter is. We put fires out, we don't start fires. We help people, we don't hurt people. It is unthinkable.
You can watch Nikki's report, The Firefighter's Secret, on 48 Hours tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central, here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.